Durjana sajjana bhuyat sajjana shantimaknuat shanta mucceta bandhebhya muktaschanan vimochayet. May the wicked become virtuous. May the virtuous attain tranquility. May the tranquil be free from bonds. May the freed make others free. Kale varshadu parjanna prithivi shasya desho yang shovarahita brahmana santu nirvaya. May the clouds pour rain in time. May the earth be blessed with crops. May the country be free from calamity. May good men live without fear. Om madhuvatarikayate madhuksharanti sindhavaha madhi irno santoshadhihi madhunakta mutoshasi madhumat parthivagam rajaha madhudaurastana pita madhumanna vanaspatihi madhumagangastu surjaha madhirgavo bhavantunaha. Om Madhu, Madhu, Madhu. Sweet brother winds and the oceans give forth blessedness. May the herbs and plants bring us health and happiness. Sweet unto us with the nights and dawns. May every particle of Mother Earth be charged with blessings. May the heavens shower us with benediction. Sweet unto us with the noble forest trees. Sweet unto us with the shining sun. Sweet unto us with the all-living creation. Om, sweetness, harmony, peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for taking out your time to be with us this evening, Swami. May peace be with you, and God bless you, and may you continue to hold the consciousness and the high watch for us and the rest of the world. God bless you. Next, I'm going to invite Sister Hansa up, but before that, there's a video from the Brahma Kumaris, which he is representative of, which is a worldwide organization that, in my view, is dedicated to meditation, among other things, to help purify our minds. So at this time, before I call up Sister Hansa to lead us in prayer and meditation, we can cue up the video that they have presented for us to view this evening.
She went to Ukraine with the group.
I beg your pardon?
She was in the Ukraine.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yes, they were in Ukraine?
Yeah.
So this video is from when they were actually in Ukraine, physically there, not by video. They were there. So they're bringing their experience to us so we can share in what they had take place there.
You, the Ukrainian people. And today we have witnessed that firsthand, how you care for those who are orphans, how you care for those who are refugees. You truly know how to love. Love is inherent to the human spirit. It is our gift from God. And when that love is suppressed, it leads to fear and violence. This is the root of war, a lack of love. We need to understand that whatever is happening inside of us has an impact in what is happening around us. And if we take care of our innermost thoughts and feelings, then we really have the power to care and to comfort and to uphold the dignity of all, because every life is sacred on all sides.
I think I can speak and everybody can hear, right? Do we need microphone?
Yes, for the video.
Oh, okay. Right. Thank you so much. Right. Om Shanti. Greetings of peace. So our beautiful world, our beloved Mother Earth, and our home, this planet, is right now going through some transition. As we all are aware, that when you go through the tunnel, you reach to the light. So there is a light going to appear. But in this spiritual journey, in this spiritual transition, is a time of inner awakening. As we all are very much understand and realize that whatever is happening outside there is just reflection of inside. So whatever is happening in Ukraine, Russia, it is written almost in entire worlds, in all the scriptures, all the freight traditions, that when big shift is happening, when some transformation is coming, when some positive light is going to emerge, when some divine vibrations are taking birth, we go through this transition. In ancient Indian wisdom, it said that there was a big Mahabharat war happened. It is just symbolic. And at that time, very powerful conversation happened between Prince Arjuna and Lord Krishna. And he was asking questions. Why this kind of situation? Why human beings are behaving like this? Why human beings are expecting like this? What is the righteousness? What is unrighteousness? And it was replied. It was answered. So, when there is any kind of situation comes, there is always solution through spiritual power. But if we miss that exit of spiritual power, then we go to the wrong exit of negativity, which brings hatred, which brings fear, which brings revenge feeling, which brings perhaps fight is the solution. But people in Ukraine, people in Russia, political leaders, religious leaders, if they all sit in quiet moments, they try to connect to their own self. They try to connect to whatever way they know God. Their inner voice will come and say, I want peace. I want love. Let be kind. Let be compassionate. Let's forgive. But before the light of lamp of that inner voice become bright, what happens? The big tsunami of ego comes, jealousy comes, and try to extinguish that little light. But they cannot do that. Because the light of love, light of forgiveness, light of compassion, light of kindness is eternal quality of the soul. It's imperishable, innate power within us. And maybe some of us will come into that tsunami, but not everyone. Like SLC family. We are holding our light. And we are trying to ignite one light from another light to another light to another light. And light has a more power than darkness. If this room is totally dark, it requires one candle. It doesn't require 20 or 100 candles necessarily. One candle also can take us in each corner and we can find whatever we need to find. So darkness has no power. Fear has no power. Unkindness has no power. They are weak. Sometime our head of the organization used to say lovingly, they are like paper tiger. You can smash it. But if you say it's a tiger, it's not tiger, it's paper tiger. If you think it is a tiger, then you can be scared. And as soon as you are scared, then you become weak. But you consider it's a paper tiger, you smash it and burn it, and you are done with it. And that's what we all are doing, and we all have to do. Fortunately, in Ukraine also, we have a chapters of Brahma Kumari organization across Russia, in St. Petersburg, Moscow, and all the surrounding areas, CIS, they say it, we have so many centers. And every year, groups from those areas, bigger group, those areas, they come to Mount Abu to visit for special meditation retreats. And they themselves also continuing there. So, in Ukraine, we had a 24 hours meditation going on Zoom. And entire world in 5 continents, there are almost 1,000 branches of Brahma Kumaris, and in India, almost 10,000 branches, they all joined because it's a 24 hours going on. So whatever part of the world can connect. And that continuous flame of God's love, faith in God, faith in our own self, faith in our positivity, our divinity, our higher consciousness, that everywhere there were safe. And wherever they were creating atmosphere of calmness, of solace, of peace, tranquility, and helping people. See, one thing we all are remembering, that ultimately our spiritual power, our higher consciousness is going to take our boat across. Because when there is a war going on, when there is this kind of chaotic situation, at that time somebody will come and donate the food or donate the clothes or donate anything. We will not feel even taking it. What you will do, you will not even, if there is a food you don't like to eat, because mentally you are so tired, mentally you are so afraid. At that time, what will help is spiritual strength. So we need is developing the art of inner stability, inner power, awakening our inner calmness. And so that only we can do sitting in any corner of the world. We remain that powerful place and we share, we radiate those powers that they can make a right decision. We can send our good energy to political leaders also, so they can make the right decision. Inner their soul is lover of kindness. Soul is lover of compassion. But it is merged, it is suppressed, it is hidden. We have to little bit help them to take off that layer and let that light shine. So it's a time that we all can meditate, so we remain stable, strong and powerful, and we send those waves of kindness, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, and God's blessings. So let's do little meditation. What we are, what is our eternal innate qualities. I invite you first to do deep breathing. When you breathe in, you chant inside your own heart, Om, and you hold the breath. And let the sacred holy energy of Om can circulate all around you. And then when you gently releasing your breath, you release chanting inside your heart, Shanti, and feel it is reaching so many places. Maybe you visualize the globe before your eyes, and you can pinpoint particularly Ukraine and Russia. And you feel your sacred energy of Om is stabilizing you and peace is reaching there. And whatever is going there, it's coming back, goes around, comes around. So first 3 times we will do this Om Shanti chanting practice in silence. In this special time of evening hours, I turn myself within myself, focus and visualize beautiful light in the middle of my forehead, and feel that I am becoming a beautiful dove of peace and kindness, and flying on this planet. I go close to the sky, and I visualize slowly reaching near the Ukraine and Russia. And I invoke my Almighty God. And I feel God being all compassionate, all kindness, all love for each and every human being on this planet, in every corner of the planet. God is taking me, I am taking God, and reaching to Ukraine and Russia. And just visualize that all around there are rays of peace, courage, calmness, acceptance, kindness, compassion, forgiveness. And so many souls are receiving these vibrations. They feel like they are receiving fresh sunrise rays. They feel their batteries being charged, their worry and anxiety shedding off. They are able to come out of the blanket of fear. They are ready to recognize their inner divine power. They are ready to hold God's hand and ready to continue journey to reach to the light. And I also feel same vibration and energy circulating around me. And will continue to do so. May we all experience canopy of God's blessings and protection today and forever. And in Ukraine and Russia and to entire globe. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
I invite us to continue to build upon that consciousness that Sister Hansa has laid for us. And in that consciousness, just envision this globe. And I asked Reverend Deborah to bring her globe because it reminds us that there's one reality. As the astronauts have left the Earth and come back, they always look at the globe, our Earth, the blue pearl as it's called, and they realize how much it is only one thing going on. One presence, one reality, one life. Whenever we do anything at any place that we may be, it affects everything else around us. Because we are interconnected on a soul level. So I invite us to go into that consciousness of meditation and connect to that still small voice within us, that divine within us. As we hold that prayerful energy for Ukraine, for Russia, and the entire world. Let us take the time to hold the high watch for our brethren in that part of the world. Let us see and affirm the peace that passes all human understanding. For we know that on a spiritual level, on a soul level, we are one with all creation. And this includes all those on the other side of the globe, in Ukraine and Russia and the planet in which we live. We are one human family. And any sense of separation is not wrought by the Spirit of the living God. It is that construct that comes from the human mind, the egoic mind. But know that whatever we have created can be uncreated when we get in tune with the truth of who and what we are. And as we live from the realization that we are one in the Spirit. So we take this time to recognize this truth, to feel this truth, and allow it to radiate from the depth of our being. We can relax now in that truth, that God is peace, and God is love. And as offsprings of this presence, we too are peace and we are love. For we are the vessels and the vehicles that this love and peace can be expressed in our world, in this dimension. This is why we are here. For God needs us to shine God's light. And when any of us shines our light, we all are lifted up. And so we envision the highest and best for our friends in Ukraine, our friends in Russia. For we know that as we are lifted up because we are one in the Spirit, they too are lifted up. And we do our part to uplift the very planet in which we live. So we know that right now, as we radiate the qualities of peace and love and harmony, we are affecting the vibration of all that we are connected to. Something special has been placed in all of us. And our job is to wake up to it. Now is the time. So we continuously go back to the only reality that there is, that is eternal, that God is love and God is peace. And this is the Creator's vision for each of us and for our world. And every vision and every dream, every goal that Spirit has for us has already been done in the mind and heart of God. It is only waiting for us to have a change of mind, to get in tune with it, to be big enough and bold enough and courageous enough to express it in our life and in our world. So in our mind, we simply repeat these words. I am peace. We are peace. We are love. We are one. We accept that right now. For we have been given the gift of peace and light and love. And as we speak and think and act from that awareness, we infuse this truth in all our situations. No matter what they may be on the outside, no matter how challenging it may appear to the human mind, this presence is far more powerful than anything that we face in the outside world. That includes the war conflict in Russia and Ukraine and all over the planet where any conflicts are taking place, the peace of God, as was expressed through us, is far more powerful. So we give thanks that we can do our part. We give thanks that we have been endowed by our Creator to carry out the divine plan. As it says in the book of Isaiah, in the day the wolf and the lamb will live together. The leopard will lie down with the baby goat. The calf and the yearling will be safe with the lion, and a little child will lead them all. The scriptures symbolize that we are here to recognize we are all part of one human spiritual family. Here to live out that oneness and to recognize that whatever goes on within us is inherently connected with what goes on in our outside world. For as within, so without. So we start by seeing the divine vision, first within ourselves. We start seeing the outcome that we want to have in our world and the one we want to have for ourselves as part of it. We see peace. We see love. We see harmony. In every community, every country, every region of our world. For this and so much more, we give thanks. It is done. And so it is. Amen. Reverend Deborah is going to come forward to share with us right now.
So let's continue taking a nice deep breath and allow ourselves to go even deeper. Feeling grateful for this time. And during this meditation, please silently invoke your sacred name for God. There are so many. Yahweh, Allah, Elohim, Waheguru, Jehovah. And please use the name that resonates in your heart. And take a really deep breath now and bring your focus to your heart center. Envision or feel a beautiful white flame in the center of your being, in that healing space of your heart. With every breath, see it progressively expand until it surrounds you in a sphere of brilliant sunlight. Feel love, warmth, and healing radiating from this white flame in your heart, permeating every cell of your body. Let it warm your heart and heal the core of your being. And now this beautiful healing light continues to expand as its brightness increases, filling the space around you. You float in a vast sea of light, and you feel its healing, restorative warmth shining in you, through you, and all around you. With the breath that binds all creatures, send this loving and healing light out upon the earth so that it may heal and lift the spirit of those caught in the midst of challenges, pain, and suffering. Let the light expand throughout the whole world and shine towards the stars until the entire universe is enveloped in this all-embracing light. There is only light, and you are one with the source of all light. Take a breath and invoke your sacred name for God. And repeat this name 3 times as you radiate pure thoughts of love, peace, and light to all. Now turn your focus, your healing energy, to your city. See the white light becoming more and more concentrated in your city. Take a deep breath. Hold it a moment and prayerfully invoke your sacred name for God. And repeat this name 3 times as you radiate pure thoughts of love, peace, and light to your city. And now in your mind's eye, visualize a region of the world that is in critical need of healing at this time. We come today for Ukraine and Russia, but there are others. See them surrounded by a beautiful cloud of white sunlight. And every human being in this region receiving the healing warmth of light in their hearts. Take a breath, hold it for a moment, and prayerfully invoke your sacred name for God. Repeat this name 3 times as you radiate pure thoughts of love, peace, and light to these regions. See your own country surrounded by a beautiful cloud of white sunlight. Expand that light to the entire world. See every human being, including leaders of every country, receiving the healing warmth of their light in their hearts. Let it raise their consciousness for a world of harmony. Take a deep breath, hold it a moment, and prayerfully invoke your sacred name for God. Repeat this name 3 times as you continue sending pure thoughts of love, peace, and light to the world. And now bring your healing focus to your own loved ones. Visualize the concentration of white light around each and every one of them. See them laughing, smiling, being at their best. Take a deep breath, hold it for a moment, and prayerfully invoke your sacred name for God. Repeat this name 3 times as you radiate pure thoughts of love, peace, and light to your loved ones. Now take a deep breath, and when you exhale, whisper, "It is done." Once again, move your attention to your heart center as you broadcast the blessing of love, peace, and light. Love within you, love before you, love behind you, love at your left, love at your right, love above you, love below you, love to your city, love to all the world, love to the universe. Peace within you, peace before you, peace at your right, peace at your left, peace above you, peace below you, peace in your city, peace to all the world, peace to the universe. Light within you, light before you, light behind you, light at your left, light at your right, light above you, light below you, light in your city, light to all the world, light to the universe. And it is done.
Well, we'll continue to hold that consciousness that we've touched this evening throughout our days and hold the high watch for Russia and Ukraine and our planet. And at this time, we invite you to support us with your love offering or gift. And we've decided, among other things, that part of this love offering gift will support an organization called Direct Relief. And Direct Relief is really about, well, their slogan is something to the effect that healthy people, a better world. And that includes all people, regardless of their politics or religion, or their ability to pay or not pay. And they work with the Ukrainian government to provide trauma kits, drugs, insulin, anything else they need. And they've given out 300 tons of medical aid and millions of dollars already in assistance since the war has broken out. So we'll be supporting that as part of your gift this evening. So I invite us to take a moment just to turn within and envision once again peace on the planet, knowing that it begins with each and every one of us. And as we see it, as we be it, it shall show up in our life and in our world. So we bless those who are giving today. We bless those who are receiving it. And most importantly, we are blessing and affirming peace and harmony for our brethren in Ukraine and Russia and our world. At this time, we'll take up our offering. Yes. Okay. You can come forward. And at this time, I'm going to invite Sister Hansa to come forward. She would like to make an announcement.
Yeah, actually, as you all are very much aware of our wonderful international motivational speaker, Sister Shivani. So with everyone's request, we sent her invitation. So she will be with us on Zoom from India on May 15th. In the California time we'll start meditation 5:30 and then 6 o'clock the session will start. And you all are welcome to join. Do you have flyer here, Sister Johnny?
I think you emailed us.
Yeah, we have emailed you also, right? Yeah. So it is electronically, you can just register it because we wanted to save the paper and everything. So we made it, everything is like there's a QR code, you can click it, or you can just click on register online also. And you will get the Zoom link, and it's live on YouTube and Facebook also. Om Shanti. Thank you so much for inviting.
Oh, thank you so much for being here this evening. We appreciate you and all that come here this evening. Now, you said that was going to be at 5 o'clock on the 15th?
5:30 meditation will start.
5:30?
6 o'clock event starts.
Now, I assume that's p.m.
Right, 6 p.m.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
It's the art of inner stability.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I thought at this point we would just close out with a brief prayer. And again, thank you all for being here and bringing the consciousness, because whenever a group comes together, it lifts the vibration of all of us. So let's take this moment and feel and sense our oneness with the Spirit of the living God. Realize our oneness with each other. Realize our oneness and interconnection with our brethren in Ukraine and Russia and all the planet in which we live. And we are reminded that we are all one in the Spirit and interconnected on the soul level, that spiritual level that is beyond our sight but is so real for each and every one of us. We're grateful to be here, to be those vessels, to be the way that the Spirit of God gets around in this world. And we're reminded God needs us to shine our light, and shine it we do. So we go forth knowing that the Spirit of God is always with us, can never be against us. And all of the God is the peace, the love, the joy, the wisdom, and all its relatives of those qualities are also within us. And we anchor them on our life and in our world. Peace, blessings to you. God bless.